Hello, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone who will be catching me or us tonight. Charito Gabuya here, coming on to you live from my Facebook page, Charito Gabuya. And tonight, our stage is graced with a very fresh. I'm not so fresh, I think, but she will share a little bit about her background before we go through the interview. But this mom is from Dubai, and I believe it's still early morning there. So um, yeah, I won't waste too much of your time and her time, since she's also a busy mom like everyone else. I imagine. So I will, without further ado, I will bring onto the stage Moira Soche. Ah, did I say that right? Fauche.
Good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank you, Charito.
Thank you, Moira, for accepting this invitation. I know it's actually it's our first time to chat. It's my first time to chat with Moira tonight. So I hope I don't
Mm.
get her so nervous. I hope I get you relaxed a bit. So um yeah, so how was your day? How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. It's 6 a.m. with us today in the morning. So
Oh,
I just woke up. I actually had a little bit of time just to read something, in the scripture, just to get my mind also relaxed. But otherwise, yeah. Yesterday, I celebrated, like on the 6th, it was a couple of months ago that I started this business. So
oh,
um,
6 months.
that's something huge, And yes, yeah, yeah. No, no, no,
Yes.
less than 6 months, but I mean now on
Oh,
the date, the 6th. So it will be
oh, the six. In
special
2 days
meaning.
for me, because with you it's just one day more.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So before we go, like I
yeah.
go asking you questions, just give us a little background about yourself, please.
Okay. My name is Moira. I am the face behind MoiraSandy for Share.com. I am a mom of two boys, married, and will be married 15 years actually on the 20th of this month. So,
Oh, advance happy
through the grace
anniversary.
of God. I'm also thank you, Sharita. I'm um, I'm also a registered midwife. Love
Oh,
what I do, you know, experiencing birth, beautiful births every day. Just the joy of the mom and the dad and the family, seeing this new life, coming. And when that baby cries, that's like the baby's joy and praise that this baby is giving because I'm here in the world.
mm-hmm.
But it's amazing when you've seen um, this little baby that was in the tummy a couple of hours ago, and suddenly there's this
Yeah,
just human form in front of you. So yeah. And then I'm also a proud digital business owner. I am
yeah,
really very proud of myself for taking the step in doing this business. So yes, I am coming from a family where we were six siblings. I am the youngest, and four brothers, huge brothers, and then my sister, and then the broad family, cousins, nephews, nieces, and
yeah.
everybody. So grew up in a small place called, it was Port Elizabeth then. but we had some name changes. So the name for or now is Gqeberha. So it's in the Eastern Cape province in South Africa. Very, very
Oh.
beautiful place on the coastal side. We have very, very
Mhm.
beautiful beaches. So we have blue flag beaches where it's just amazing to spend, especially on a Sunday afternoon. So yes, that
Yeah.
is where I'm coming from, originally from South Africa. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah,
So
I imagine like Philippines is also like a coastal, like we're an archipelago, right? And then, yeah, we also like we all love the beach,
yeah,
right? Sunset, sunrises. Oh my
yeah.
god. Yeah.
Oh
So,
my.
um, uh, like see, being that you're a midwife in the medical field, we have a lot of digital business owners also that come from the medical field. But in your particular case, what
Mm,
made you decide that to go into the digital business? It's like the digital business is far way off from the medical industry, right?
mm, yeah. Um, I've been in this nursing industry for 19 years, 20 years,
Oh.
almost 20 years. Um, and you get so comfortable in your position.
Yeah.
Where I'm coming from, we had a lot of challenges, especially in the health sector side. But
Mm-hmm.
with the
Yeah.
pandemic, there was a lot of, moms that we missed that didn't come to the clinic. So they ended up giving birth. There's no history, or the mom comes, you don't even know if she had a medical problem or things like that. But I'm just starting with the beginning of my why for this. What
Mm-hmm.
made me decided to do this business. And then I was working in a midwife obstetric unit, so it was a 24-hour unit where it was only
Yeah.
midwives. So we took care of that woman from pregnancy, delivery, postnatal, and taking care of the baby.
Oh.
So I was running the antenatal clinic, low risk as well as high risk pregnancy. So
Yeah.
I decided to start my own antenatal clinic. Um, but my focus was on the moms that did not attend our clinic. So then
Mm-hmm.
it started, it was going okay. It was going good. I enjoyed it because I loved the drives to the moms' homes. I went to, even with Port Elizabeth, that's so small. There were places that I've never been to, but that made me to go
Yeah.
to places that I've never been to, streets that I never been to, or
Mm-hmm.
areas. So, um, but it kind of drained me, because now there was no time really. Family.
Yeah.
I was tired all the time because I was working my full-time job, and it's 12 hours. You know how our
Mm.
shifts as nurses
Oh.
are. And then you
Yeah.
sometimes don't even get out of that place after the 12 hours. You need to see and finish it. Everything is done.
Mm-hmm.
Besides with the antenatal clinic that I've done that's 8 hours, but still sometimes you had to help in the labor rooms.
Yeah.
Um, then I got this opportunity here in Dubai. Um, I left South Africa. I came here
Oh.
in a hoping that you want to improve your future. You want the best for your children. You want the best family. You want the best for
Mm-hmm.
yourself. Um, but it didn't work out as expected. You know,
Yeah.
um, we had the second pandemic where there was a lockdown,
Mm-hmm.
And I think at that time I was back. I went to South Africa because I went to fetch my husband and my boys. And then we were stuck in Kenya and all those things. But to, just to make the story shorter, I lost all my savings through that, because it was back and forth,
Yeah.
and I had to go back to South
Mhm.
Africa, wait for the time and the to open the borders to open and things like that.
Yeah.
So came to Dubai, and it was very challenging, because I lost a lot. Um, the working hours, yes, also, it's very strenuous because you work that full 12 hours. There's no sitting down.
Mhm.
Um, then one day, because my workplace is not far from where I'm staying, so I walked most of the time to work,
Oh.
and but there's just something that I needed. And then I walked one day and I was thinking about my children, and I was thinking about my nephews and my nieces,
Mhm.
and it was like just this vision that was coming in front of me, and it was like, um, something is, but I heard this voice, um,
Yeah.
that there's something that I need. I just need, besides the financial difficulties that we
Mhm.
went through,
Yeah.
I need something extra, because it was too
Mhm.
much. It
True.
wasn't easy at first for my husband to get a job here,
Mhm.
Um, so he eventually got the job, but it's also not what was expected. Um,
True.
so with that said, with everything that I've lost, with everything that we went through, the challenges that I had, yeah, because you have to adapt to the environment, the cultures, the whatever, everything that is. It's a new country, it's a new place
Yeah.
for me, my sons, and my husband, So we had to
Mhm.
get used to the system as
New
well,
culture.
and things are
Yeah.
so different on this side of the world. But
Mhm.
and then I was browsing on the internet because that was the only way that I would think would supplement my income, or just have a plan B or something,
Mhm.
um, not just for me, just to help my husband as well. Um, but this thing of my children's future and my nephews and my nieces, um,
Mhm.
it was still in my mind. It was still playing, it was still that this voice that I heard.
Yeah.
Um, and then I was browsing on the Facebook and I saw this ad, um, because I left now this antenatal business back home, but it's not
Oh.
active, because I left it. I didn't
Mhm.
put anybody in charge because I was the one, doing everything. I did had my own doula that was helping. Bless her
Mhm.
soul, Auntie Aiden. She is a very sweet woman, always helped me. And we worked so well together. But I left it like that because I always wanted to be my own boss, if I say it like that. I always wanted to do my own thing, I felt like
Yeah.
I was tired now for working for someone else, And the other thing is, I sometimes felt with my previous job that I'm not appreciated, and I've been in this industry for so long, You work
Yeah.
so hard, and then you're not being recognized for your work, Um,
Mhm.
and coming back to here in Dubai, and then got on this internet. I saw this ad of my mentor, brother Ryan, with his family.
Mhm.
I can't remember if it was a video or something, but something told me, just just go click on this thing and see what is this, because I have browsed a lot of things, and I and some businesses and this online things, but
Yeah.
it didn't felt it didn't felt right, man. There was just something that was not sitting right with
Mm-hmm.
me. So I clicked on this ad of Brother Ryan that day, and I went into, I registered for the webinar, and I was sitting one day. I was off, I think, and I was listening to the stories of the people on that webinar that day. You know, there was just something that shook me. That was just something that attracted me, and
Mm-hmm.
there was just something that telling me this is the thing that I think I need to do. This is the thing that I need.
Yeah.
I did not even know a lot about this business, but there was something that just attracted me. And the
Mm-hmm.
fact that um, there was this picture of this family. I did not know Brother Ryan before,
Yeah.
but this picture of this family they looked happy. And that is what I wanted also for my family. Uh,
Yeah.
and that's how I got to this business. So yeah, that was the reasons why I started this digital business.
Amazing.
Besides the fact that I wanted to, this is for my family, for my
Mm-hmm.
children, my nephews
Yeah.
and nieces. Because my thing with my nephews and nieces, I wanted them to start their own business. Think they
Oh,
had to.
yeah.
I wanted them to think out of the box and be creative. And this business will be
Mm-hmm.
like their family business and their legacy that that they continue.
Yeah.
That was the other thing that I still want for them. I still want for them. They are so talented, and I'm sure all of us, even our children, all of them are gifted. They are talented, and
Yeah.
they can do so much more.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want them to be limited to, because when we grew up, I had very strict parents. I my religious parents. I had a very strict mom and
Mm-hmm.
dad. My father was a prophetic elder in the church, and my mother did
Oh.
her part in the church, supporting my dad.
Mm-hmm.
And we grew up in church, so it was like you were limited um, for, you know, um, and it was not shown to us the broader picture, or maybe my dad didn't want us to go outside and explore the world. I don't know. But maybe we didn't get to talk about that topic, because it was always
Mm-hmm.
just church. But um, I grew up and it was fun. I had an amazing life. Grew up,
Mm-hmm.
had youth, Sunday school, all the fun things that we did. But I also was young. I also had some fun times with friends, family.
Mm-hmm.
We were a close knit family. We used to spend time together, going to the beach on a Sunday or a Saturday afternoon. So yes, but um, that's my main why I started this business. And the other thing that also reminded me actually why I also needed to do this business was the fact that my dad worked for many years. He was over 60 already, and my mother used to bug him to stop working and just relax at home and enjoy his,
Mm-hmm.
his, his providence and what he was working for. But my dad was like this dad. He just needed to do what he loved the best. He was a welder, a boiler
Mm-hmm.
maker, and he loved this job. He fixed his own cars. He was his own mechanic, things like
Yeah.
that. But when he finally decided to retire at home, we only had my dad for a couple of months after that. He finished at work in August 2010, and then my father passed on in October 2010. My firstborn son was a month old. So that is one of the other things that I don't want to work. I don't want to work until 60 and then I cannot enjoy my life
Mm-hmm.
and my pension and my things like my retirement,
Yeah.
and even for my kids. I don't want that. I don't want that. So
Yeah.
that is why I decided I'm starting this business. Yes.
Yeah. Like a lot of opportunities open up when like we start the digital business, right? And as for me, I was from a warm market. I didn't, because I'm such a
Mm,
what do you call this one, skeptic, as we call. I'm one of those people. So I never clicked on an ad. But as for me also, when I decided to watch the webinars, it was out of curiosity. And I knew for myself that it
mm,
was a legit business, because my mentor was already doing it, and I'm um I'm friends with my mentor. So as to the legitimacy, I didn't have any
mm,
questions about that. It's just that if I wanted to do it, if this is
mm,
something I would want to do, right? So it was just really out of curiosity. And then watching all those volunteers who come on stage and share their journeys. And then just one of those days that I had those aha moments, like you, where you got to
mm,
relate to the stories of the people. So that's also what um, got me
mm,
to decide that, okay, I'm going to do this business. This is the business that I would want to do for myself. And aside from the fact that I can still work full time
yeah.
while starting this right on the side. So yeah, next up
Mm.
is, yeah, what were your initial challenges when you first started, and how did you manage them?
Um, I'm gonna start with $149 that I did not even had, Sis
Oh,
Charito. I did,
yeah.
I did not even had $149 because that was also a time that we had some financial difficulties,
Mm-hmm.
But I told myself I need to do this. There's just something about this that I need to do, and I saved. You know, $149 might not seem a lot for someone else, but at that time it was a lot for me.
Mm-hmm.
But I prayed about it, and I saved that
Yeah.
$149, um, because I wanted to know more about this. Besides what I saw on that webinar.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly wanted to know. I was, like you said, curious. You curious.
Yeah.
What is that? What's going to happen further? It's like when you're watching a
Mm-hmm.
nice series, and you don't want to stop watching. You just watch it, even if it's the whole night. You're going to watch it because this thing is now so interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um, so I saved. That was the first, the initial challenge that I had. And then I started the training. So now it was now all about your startup, because I also didn't
Mm-hmm.
have my startup, cost, because like any other business, you need a startup finance.
Yeah. True.
So that was the other challenge. But I told myself in some other way, I need this. I need to make means to just get this, started saving again. Um, because the fact that when I started the training, I now realize, but this business is not just about the now.
Yeah.
It was, it's
Definitely.
going to affect my children. This is
Mm-hmm.
something that I'm going to leave for my children, and my children can continue this. And that was
Yeah.
the eye opener and the most amazing part and the most important thing to hear, because you want your children to be secure. One day when we are not there anymore, we would know that this is what we left our children. Um,
Yeah.
the other challenge was I am a full-time working midwife,
Up until
and
now, it's my
the
challenge too.
hours, the hours that I'm in private, because I was working most of my time in a government facility, and coming to a private, switching to a private facility,
Yeah.
it's like you, because it's a business, you
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
work every single minute for your salary.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I get home here, it's 8:30, it's 9 p.m. Then my husband would send me a message, listen, yeah, do you still have a house? Do you still remember you have a family at home? But the thing is, I need to finish up at work. So the time,
Yeah.
but the thing about this business, it allows you to do this at your own pace, at your own time.
True.
As long as wherever you are, you have internet. You have your laptop or your phone. Um,
Yeah.
so the time I was trying to juggle, between when my off days, and sometimes because I mostly work night duty for the sake of being
Oh.
at day during the day with my kids, because my husband's
Mm.
hours that he was working was not, we were not, sometimes we did not even see each other. So when he's coming, I'm going. When I'm coming,
Yeah.
he's going. It was like that. So now someone had to be here with the kids all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I then I decided, okay, let me work night duty, just to be for the kids. But now you're night duty, you're coming back home, you need to sleep as well. Um,
True.
but so the thing was with me was now, this is now actually part time. So it's not a full time
Mm-hmm.
that I'm doing it, because I have my full time job, and then this was the one. So sometimes the thing was, when, because the training is step by step. So now there were times that I didn't know if I'm doing the right thing. So because I did not have like a business background, because when I
Mm-hmm.
started my antenatal clinic, I just started. I did not have any business skills whatsoever.
Mm-hmm.
I just started. I researched, but I started. In any case, um, um, then the good thing about this thing is that it helps me as a person that does not know anything. even
Yeah.
even using the computer and showing you, okay, this is how you're going to set or start your
Mm-hmm.
page. Yeah, here are some tools that you can use.
Yeah.
Sometimes it took me a little bit longer than I'm sure anybody else, but um, when I really now got into this thing, because it now I needed to brush up my time management skills, you know,
Yeah.
so that I don't get too far back. I wanted to stay on path.
Mm-hmm.
But this business helped me in terms of time management. And then I started thinking, okay, when I'm sitting at work and we do not have we do not have a lot of work, pardon,
Yeah.
then I would go on the training, or check my posts, or do some posts and things like that, check
Yeah.
some emails and stuff like that. So in
Mm-hmm.
between, in my working hours, um, that is what I'm, especially with the night duty, because we have our inductions booked for midnight. So if there's time before midnight when it's now quiet, then I would take some time. First, finish my work, whatever I'm
Yeah.
doing my checking that my room is things. When I'm done, I sit
Mm-hmm.
down, then I go on the business. That is how uh, I started now. Hey, I'm starting to get wise now, just to be,
And
because
you're
it's
getting
amazing.
to your
As I
routine.
mentioned yesterday, how how creative everybody is in this business. But that is how I managed,
Yeah.
with these challenges that I had.
Mm.
Yes. So
Yeah. Before I
my
move
kids
on
are
to
also
the,
now in this thing, and they keep asking.
that's good. Like you're training them early on, right?
Yeah.
So before I move on to the next and last question, I just want to, yeah, recognize Joanne. I think Joanne was there a little bit ago.
Hello,
So
Sister
yeah, thank
Anne.
you, Joanne. Thank you for catching us tonight. So yeah, on to the next. From challenges, we go on to impact. So how do you think this business in the past 6 months or so, how has this impacted your life, you personally, or your family's life? I think you mentioned a little bit about this earlier, but yeah, maybe just expound on it a little bit more.
Um, you know, before I started this business, I felt like I had a very heavy, you know, just everything on my shoulders. But after I started this business and doing the training and just being inspired and motivated,
Mhm.
through all the messages and postings that are done on the platform, social media, but I'm mostly on Facebook. I use that to change on a personal level, you know,
Yeah.
mentally and spiritually. Um, because I think that is the important part. And the
Yeah.
fact that I've gained skills, business skills,
Yeah.
um, I've
Social media
gained, I've
skills.
gained a lot. I've learned a
Yeah.
lot. Yeah, social media skills, um, how to respond in certain questions that you get, how
Yeah.
to, your words that you need to use, things like that.
Mhm.
Um, it brushed up my English a little bit. Um, so yes, it's the skills that's improved. Um, and on a personal level, even at home, it felt like this that heaviness that was on me, on my shoulders, and thought that things are not gonna get better.
Mhm.
It actually got better, because there's just light feeling now,
Yeah.
and I am so grateful and thankful that I found this business. Um, Me and Sis Jinky, we are doing this go lives regarding the Book of the Magic, and I must
Yeah.
say that's a very incredible book to read, and practices to do. And I started
Mhm.
doing that practices, and that also helped me together with my my scriptures, that I do, because I always go into script so that God can guide
Yeah.
me on the right way. And the thing that um, my children also see that I am mommy's a bit happier. I'm not that stressed
Mhm.
out with everything that has happened to us.
Mhm.
Um, I am at peace, Sister Rito, tell you I am at peace. I just feel that
Yes. Yes.
why do I need to worry about things that just going to affect my health,
Yeah. True.
psychologically, mentally.
Mhm.
So I thought this was the best decision I made, um, and even with the mastermind trainings that we get. Sorry, I just want to kiss my son compatibility. Have a good day. Sorry, he's off to school.
No worries.
um, so that's my baby. He's 7 years old.
Oh.
Yes. So that even that that has changed our relationship in the house. You know, the communication in the house.
Mm-hmm.
It got better. It got honestly better.
Mm.
We do a lot of things, a lot more things together. Um, and the connection between us, because if you're not a close knit family, if there's not a connection with the family, because everything starts in the house. Charity, they say charity begins at home,
Mm.
and this is things that I'm going to teach them as well. So if I don't do it right now, I won't be able to give them the things that the tools that they need to equip
Yeah.
themselves to improve their future.
Yeah.
So it's lighter on the personal level. There are also things, the trainings that we do that I use at work, on a professional level. It also helped me especially when it comes to communication, time management, and all those
Mm-hmm.
things. Um, and then spiritually, um, but ever since I've been here, it has brought me closer, so much closer to God. And there's nothing that we can do without with Him. The
Mm.
Spirit of the Lord
Sure.
guiding
Come
us
into that.
each and every day.
Yeah.
Um, yeah. So that that has done a lot. If you do not appreciate the little and the small things that you receive, and the small blessings that I've
Mm-hmm.
received,
Yeah.
through this, through the book, the magic, it's just amazing. I went to the shop one day. I was telling Jinky, I went to the shop one day from work. Shop that I haven't been for a long time. I went into there, and then because I was looking for cereal for the boys, went in there, and the cereal that I normally bought was marked off. They had some specials on the day, so
Yeah.
I was able to buy 2 boxes. So those were the little blessings that
Mm-hmm.
I see and that
Yeah.
I appreciate and that I'm so grateful for. And that is what this business has also done to me. And I do understand it's not like a getting rich quick thing overnight.
Yeah.
Um, I fully understand why they say it, and because
Mm-hmm.
I'm experiencing it now, because this is a journey. This business is a journey. It's not like
Yeah.
business that you're going to see that uh, you're going to but it depends on the business, and I'm honestly trying to put in more hours. The other day I was sitting because
Mm-hmm.
I'm planning for my ads, but it took me the whole day because you want it to be perfect. Even when I'm doing my postings, I want
Mm.
it to be perfect. I want to spread the right message. So yes, it does say you can spend 2 to 3 hours on this business, but sometimes when you are so
Mm-hmm.
into it, it takes you more than
Yeah.
that. And then sometimes you don't
True.
even feel that hours. And I'm sure you also experienced it. So yeah, that is what this impact that the business had on me this couple of
Mm-hmm.
months. And I'm looking forward to the next coming months.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
looking
so
forward to it,
exciting.
because now, um, when you understand the businesses, I think this is what it's about. It's like
Yeah.
you have to follow it step by step. So
Mm-hmm.
if you understand the business now better, then you will obviously do much better in the coming year, in the coming days, and that is when the blessings rains. It will fall
Yeah,
like
as they
rain.
say.
I believe that.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
as they say, learn before you earn, right? So yeah, speaking of Sis Jinky,
So that's.
I would just like to acknowledge her. Don't know if she's still on, but thank you.
Aw, I miss you
And
too. I miss you too, Sis Chinky.
your mentor Ryan is also watching. Hello. And Jinky also says,
Morning,
have a
morning.
good day at school, little man. And yeah, your mentor,
Thank you, Sis
your ever
Chinky.
supportive mentor is watching all the way from the Philippines. Hi, Rai. Thank you for
Hello,
introducing
brother
Moira
Ryan. Thank
to
you
this duck
for
group.
watching.
Yeah, so before I let you go, yeah, I would just like to thank you for this time, for yeah, taking this time to sit down and chat with me. Thank you so much, Sis Moira. And see, um, thank you. Sis Jinky, you're
Thank
next.
you, Sis Chinky.
Okay, so yeah, but before I let you go, I would just like to ask you, what can you advise or tell people who may be sitting on the fence? I know there's a lot of us already sharing this opportunity to the world, but they're just
Mm.
sitting there wondering if it's something that maybe something legit or something they should start or anything. What can you share with them, or yeah, just parting words for tonight or this morning on your part of the world?
Um, you know, you mentioned it now, Sis Charito. It's a tax registered legitimate
Mm-hmm.
business. That is what that is what I want to say. So that's something that you're not that it's made sure that you're not going to miss, because um, I'm gonna tell it straight. I'm going to say this is a God-given business. This is a God-given business. Um, because uh, it is global. It
Mm-hmm.
is, you know, I said yesterday, you the one day you were strangers, the next day you meet people
Yeah,
that is all over this world. Amazing people, beautiful families,
yeah.
different people, different cultures. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the support that you get in this business, because you have your personal mentor, you have a personal coach, plus you have this community, that's behind you. They cheer
Yes,
you on, they motivate you, they encourage you. If you do not know something, if you cannot get hold of your mentor or your coach, there's always someone available to show you, okay, do it this way. That's the
mm,
important thing about this business. um, we have we have our live webinars twice a week. It's Wednesdays and Fridays for us.
yeah.
Um,
For
but
us,
even if
it's
you do not make it
Tuesdays
for
and
the live webinar, we have
Thursdays.
our replays. You just register
Mm-hmm.
on our website. You send us a message. Yes, thank you, Sister Rito. There's the times, um,
Yeah,
and
but I just
we
threw uh, the
so we
Western.
send you the link for the replay
Yeah,
so that you get the background about this business. Um, it changed my life completely. It changed me in a way that I'm not used to being in front of cameras and doing these things.
yeah,
I'm the shy girl. I once was a shy girl. I'm gonna say I once was a shy girl. But this business opened up so many things. There's a lot of opportunities, a lot of opportunities in this business. Um, this this information sessions that you get weekly. Once you are in the business, you're still getting equipped. We have masterminds,
Yeah.
uh, uh, tips on how to grow your business, what to do, how to help you who want to do this as well. That
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was skeptical. I was very skeptical. I was scared, but I knew deep in my heart because I prayed it. I put it in front of God, and He showed me the
Yeah.
right way. He showed me this is what you need to do, and this is what you need to do. Pray about it as well.
Mm-hmm.
But you must also be willing and able to put in a lot of effort, hard work, because it takes hard work to achieve your goals. It starts with your dream, it starts with your vision, it starts with your goal. If you do not have a goal, you do not have dreams, if you do not have a plan, you know, then there's no use starting this. You need to have a plan, you need to have a goal, you have to have the desire. If you have a family, if you are a stay-at-home mom, if you are working, if you want to get out of those long hours, or
Mm-hmm.
if you just want a second income, um, because this is important. This is for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter what you do, um, but you need to put your heart and soul in it. You need to put
Yeah.
every little effort, time in it. You can work at your own pace because you, like me, I this is the time that I use that I had to get to know the business and I need to understand the business,
Mm-hmm.
before the
Yeah.
big things are happening. Um, and you have to have patience, and you have to persevere for the things that you want in life. But this is an amazing business. As I said, the webinars, the community that's
Mm-hmm.
there, the training that you have, it's step by step, it's video based as well. So it's easy for you to understand. um, if you do not understand one thing, you go back and do it again.
Yeah.
That is what this business is about, and that is what I want to encourage you. um, Join, um, give your best, and trust and believe that you can do
Mm-hmm.
this. um, that
Yes.
is that is what I want to give to you guys today. So thank you so much, Sis Charito. Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Thank you, Sis Mara,
And
for
thank
your
you for
time.
everybody that's watching
Yeah.
and viewing.
Yeah. Thank you for those who checked in, and yeah, thank you so much for your support, everyone. So yeah, that was our story from Sis Moira all the way from Dubai. And yeah, we all have different stories, different whys, different journeys, different timelines here in the business, but all the same, we all learn and grow together. And
Mm,
I think at the end of the day, that's what makes this digital business a great one, because it, like, we all have it impact individually and as a community as well. Yeah, so again, thank you so much for everyone watching, and thank you, Sis Moira, for your time. And yeah, till our next live. Bye for now.